What is up, boys? Picking up where we left off. And, we're gonna aggro a ton of shit here, apparently. Alright. Killing some, direwolves. Trying to get the stalker to spawn. Not sure if there's other people doing it, or not really paying attention to any of all of that. Everything here is dark blue to me, so just having a grinding sesh, killing them, and just hoping we run into them. Doesn't really appear like there's any sort of like group or anything like that doing it, like there was early on. So we're gonna go ahead and crack one. Cheers to everyone. Hopefully we can get this done. If not, then we'll be coming back at a later time when maybe I can get help and it'll just... oh, shit. I don't even know where that came from. We're just fighting in the middle of crossfire. Oh man, they're roughing me up. I admit, I am super heavy still. I never went to a vendor or anything. There, let's delete some stuff. Increase my AC a bit. Oh no. Oh no, we should run. We should FD. Maybe I should have just left that on if we're gonna FD. I was gonna run, but I figure we'll FD instead. Dang, something was hitting me really hard. It's crazy how you go from killing one, gets you down like 15% in the entire fight, to fighting two and you're dead. You know. Kinda crazy how that works. We can continue on this dog though. What is this? What are you doing to me? Slash yell slash cheer. You can't, whatever, dude. Thanks, person. Oh, wow. Haste? Can't double slash? So, what spawns these? I should look it up. I think on P99 it was these and also some of the scouts. I don't want to kill scouts if I don't have to. They're probably tough. If I got haste on, maybe this is the point in which we should bust out the T-staff for a little bit. You know? Just have a little fun with the T-gun. The haste will make a bigger difference when we have a slow weapon, right? Let's take a look here. I don't really know. I'd rather stick closer to the edges than just, you know, dead center. We'll kill this guy. Wow. 72, yeah. They just hit hard. It is what it is. Alright, let's see. What on earth is Fireclad Ocean? I have not heard of this. this? What are all these people running across here for? Where y'all going? Get back here. All right. Well, the storm rolled in, and I'm sure the howling wind is super annoying. It was last time I recorded here, and the howling wind roared in. So, even though I just started this, I'm gonna pause and try to wait it out and kill some wolves. If you know, if we come across anything good, we'll definitely let you know. Or when the howling wind finally goes away, then we'll unpause it and we'll get some more action going in. Alright, what is going on here? The storm stopped, and this is what I see. That's a lot of giants. Okay, so furthermore, looking into it a bit, we still have our haste. The storm passed pretty quickly there. This staff is really heavy, though. We should probably actually just use this one. We don't want to add damn near 10 pounds onto our already heavy bod. There's a lot of traffic in the zone currently. But anyways, let's just keep killing these dudes. And we should actually be checking the wolves and seeing what their names are, but nothing is going to alert me when he has spawned or not. But it does appear that he spawns off of just the wolves, not the scouts on this server. So that is good. Okay. Must have just ran into all those giants accidentally. It's so hard to click on stuff. Been playing a little Diablo. Diablo? Kind of just, you know, kind of just seeing what we got out here. I mean, there's a shot that he's up already and just walking around. You never know. That's the whole thing. That's why a tracker is really useful. Not only to find him, but just to know when he's up. Or if you're just killing stuff when, you know, he's already up. But we'll just continue to kill and grind it out. Good part of this right now is that we're getting XP. You know, this would be kind of annoying to do if you're not getting at least rewarded with some XP. As far as I know, he could just be walking around anywhere. We also need to go farm the Tismac or whatever, so we'll probably get that done. Damn, I kicked for 95. That's pretty good, I'll have to say. It would be nice to stumble upon the stalker and then move on to the last part. That'd be great. I think we could turn in the page to that one dude that hates everybody by just sneaking and being behind him. Pretty sure. Diablo's been fun. It's a new season. You know, I had planned on playing the the TLP that came out, but that fell through, and so I kind of had already convinced myself that I'd be spending some time there. And a new Diablo season came out at the same time, pretty much. And those really only last, like, crappy ones last a few weeks, like a couple weeks. Good ones last like 2 months. And however you feel, you fall in between that somewhere. In reality, they last 4 months. That's like the actual duration, but nobody ever actually, you know, well, I don't want to say nobody, but most people, most of the population falls off somewhere, like I said, in a crappy couple weeks. If it's good, up to a couple months. But you know, Diablo, it's kind of just like a loot pinata game, ARPG. You just go in there, you level up, you know, really quickly in a matter of 1 day, hours, or 1 day. And then you start just running zones and AoE farming and just trying to get rich, get your build going, get all your gear and stuff. Fun little distraction. So I've been playing that a little bit with my buddies. These guys hit pretty damn hard. It's kind of crazy. I wonder what level these are. I'm not even sure. I guess I could look right here. Level 31 to 33, so they're not too far below me. It'll be huge once we get this, though. It'll be actually pretty damn massive. But we're gonna need a lot of luck here. I don't know what the spawn rate is, actually. It should tell me right here now. 10% chance? That seems crazy. That can't be real. That can't be real. I feel like if it's a 10% chance, you don't even need to kill them. You just run around looking for them. There's so many wolves. If it's a 10% chance, he's gotta just be up. You know? Or in other words, we kill like 10 of these, we should run into them. That seems crazy. Well, anyways, we'll keep killing them, I suppose. And we should, I mean, with those numbers, we should just run into them eventually. I don't know what he looks like. Can I see what he looks like? Let's click on him here. Let's see what he looks like. Is there a picture? No. Maybe he just looks like the rest of them and the name is just different. Be nice to be able to find him while we still have this this haste on, because it's gonna get a bit harder without that. What is going on there? What are those red things? Quarm the tracking wolf. Let's not get caught up in that. But we do want to move around a little more quickly. Kind of look around a little bit. We still got the fungi on to regenerate with. What are these guys up to? Just aggroing shit, going to the next zone. 10% seems kind of unrealistic, but it's what it says. So all we can do is believe that. Now there's also the chance that we spawn them, somebody else runs into them, kills them. Because there's just so many people running through this zone. I'm sure not all of them are interested in it, and I'm sure most of them aren't even looking at the name of the wolf. Just seeing it, hey, there's a wolf, let me avoid that. Or I guess in a lot of these cases, not avoid it, just run through it and train it. There are a ton of wolves, though. I think I heard there could be more than one up at a time. What is this one now? Oh man, there he is. Come on, bro. Alright. So, we obviously want to kill this. Man, it's a white though, dude. We have haste on, so that's good. But we need to not aggro everything and its mom, though, you know? There's a ton of shit around. We definitely can't get an ad, so we need to... Alright. Come on, bro. Why'd you turn around? Here, let's pull him, I guess. I don't know where we're gonna pull him to. I mean... Fucking giants coming this way. Alright, let's just start fighting him right here. And he is a white con. Hopefully we can take him. We should be able to. We got freaking double fungi. I mean, if we can't, we're pathetic. Just need to keep our eyes peeled for all this crap crossing us. Yeah, we're beating the crap out of him. Might even be having an easier time with him than these normal frickin' wolves. Alright, well that was easy enough. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the trek over to the Tismac or whatever, the Minotaurs, which are in Western Waste or Eastern Waste. I don't know, whichever the closest one is. No, they're in the Great Divide. I'll just double check, but I think they're in the Great Divide in that cave. So we'll go kill those. A booyah. And we'll just get rid of it like that. Of course, I'm gonna aggro some crap. Let's go ahead and just feint death that one. Nothing ever believes shit. That's fine. Just come over here. Try again. Oh, come on, bro. I just don't want to fight him right now. I just want to leave. So let's just put on the turbos and just get the hell out of here, actually. Screw dropping aggro. We'll just go. So what is my feint death at anyways? I kind of forget. Feign Death is at 64, so we got some feigning to do. I do level it on my off time by just spamming it, but you know how that is. Still working on it, right? So it'll get better as it gets higher. It works pretty decent, but you know, not when you want it to. All right, so we're gonna make the trek over to the other dudes, and then we're gonna start farming those. All right, we are coming up on the caves here. Let's see how much these hate me. What does it say? Apprehensively. Jesus, that's hard to read. Let's just. Oh wait, they're not pissed at me automatically. Regards you indifferently. Huh. For now. Well, let's get some single pulls, shall we? See what kind of damage we do here. These are lower level, I forget now, something like 24 to 27. So hopefully we don't have to use the fungi staff. Of course, the higher level we get, we're always going to be using it. We did lose our haste, so there's that. Now, I'm not sure that I can sneak and turn it in. I'm just kind of assuming, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe you need a higher faction with them, or higher whatever I'm trying to say. Oh, we dinged? Dude, I didn't even know we were anywhere near dinging. Hell yeah. I was not paying attention to that. What is that? Is that supposed to be like outside right there? Holy shit. We're not gonna. Here. These dudes run, so let's pull them back here a little bit. So we need 4 yak parts. Apparently they're not minotaurs, they're yak men. What's the difference? Cool. Yeah, we're level 36 now. We powered through to level 35 so quick, and then we kind of halted. We have a ton of potions. I haven't been using them like the last couple levels. Because we've just been farting around, trying different things. Tismac tunic, what is that? I don't know, bro. We don't have like, I don't know. We don't have room for shit. We can't be just picking stuff up. Once again, I'm not trying to aggro that entire room right there. I wish I had range. I said I was going to do this and I didn't do it. I'm not big on travel. But I needed to go like sell everything, and I needed to buy like some sort of throwing weapons and all that jazz, and we just didn't do it. But I'm going to get around to it, I swear. Missed out on a group with the boys on Sunday. I thought it was Sunday night. I don't know why I would think that. After reading the message a second time, I see that it was clear that it wasn't. But I kind of just read it, I don't know, backwards, I guess. And it's never at night, it's always in the daytime. But for some reason, Sendrith had said he's off Monday for a Chinese holiday. And I was like, oh, okay, so then Sunday night will be his Monday morning, and he's off for the holiday. That's how it was in my head, even though on a second reading, it was pretty clear that that's not how it was intended. And I had a birthday to go to on Sunday during the day, so I did not get to go with the boys to Velks, which is Unfortunate, a little annoying. That sucked. I wanted to go. I want to go to Velx. Haven't been to Velx. It's right there on the map. Haven't been to Velx yet on Quarm. And I would have loved to take the Necro there, or even the Wizard, or just whatever. The Wizard is 51 now. I've recorded a little bit of me just kind of trying to quad stuff. It's not fast. Being in a group is probably the better play, but it's definitely doable, obviously. So I did quad a little bit of stuff. First of all, I got him to 51. I was grouping in Karner's Castle with some friends. What are the Tismac sleeves? Just nothing. Just AC. Drop your meat, bro. Alright, we'll throw on the regen for this double pull. They are fucking me up. It's crazy. What even happened? Oh, they hit me a shitload right off the bat. Oh my god. It's crazy, man. You one-on-one something, and it doesn't even touch you. And then you 1v2 something, and it just destroys you. It's crazy how that works. But I think we're getting a little luck spree here where they're missing a bunch. We're even using regen this time. We weren't using regen previously. I mean the additional regen. I guess it's double the chance for you to get stunned, amongst other things. Just crazy. Yep, so we need their meat. We need 4 pieces of meat, and then we'll go try to do the turn in. And if it works, that's great. If it doesn't, we gotta get help from an enchanter, or I suppose a bard, or I heard even like a druid or ranger, because the dude's an animal. He's an animal, and they can druid charm or something, or not? Maybe not charm. Yeah, maybe charm. I think I heard that rangers calm, like the calm animal or whatever, something along these lines, can do it as well. That's why I think you could just probably sneak. If the ranger thing works on this server, then I'm thinking you could just sneak and do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who's this guy? It's a champion. Look at him. Alright, well. Okay, so 2 is bad. 2 is freaking rough, man. So we'll try, I guess we'll try to keep that one split. I'm not sure what the... Well, the respawn timers are like that, I guess. He's already up. This guy's already up. So maybe this is our little... What is that, 5? It's our little 5? No, I think it might have been 6. I don't know. Maybe that was 5. Well, we we need some meats. We need some meats to drop here. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. It's gonna be our spot for our meatses. Shit. Alright. I need you to land some thunderous kicks here. There we go. Got a couple of bad boys right here at the end of the tunnel. Okay. So it seems like the meat isn't the most common of drop, but that's okay because we're leveling. So, you know, I don't mind that. I actually don't think they'll run that direction. I think they'll run out. So we're just gonna try to fight them here. Sorry about the sirens. It's a double cracker. These aren't Red Bulls or anything. This is V8. Oh no. So maybe that previous one didn't aggro because it was light blue? I'm not sure. Next time we gotta pull them back. So when did Velius come out? When was that again? Whoa, that was it is now we are now in June. So that came out April 28th or something like that. Is that accurate? So we're a full month plus into Velius. Sounds about right. 8 months until Lucklin. Lucklin hype. Lucklin hype. Oh, and that one's some sort of caster too. Screw that, dude. We'd get dominated. Pretty hype for Lucklin. You know what oh shit! Hell yeah. We got a piece of meat. You know what we gotta do is we gotta start raiding sometime between now and Lucklin. We can't see, I don't know, did I pull one or did I fight this guy? We're just gonna fight this guy. I think we fought this guy, right? And then we did the 2 pull. I would like to raid in like Lucklin and Pop. And my work is finally starting to calm down, so I think. So I need to get my shit together and I need to start putting in some hours to raid before Lucklin, so I don't just like, oh shit. Okay, we're gonna take this guy down, then we're gonna pull that guy ASAP. So we don't just, you know, show up at Lucklin and just try to be like, yo, I want to raid now. Now we gotta like work our way back in and put in some time. Plus Velius and, you know, Velius and Kunark and stuff, they still got some good stuff, you know, to raid and all that. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we procced with the weapon. The Velium weapon procced me. We got a procky boy. Definitely be raiding on the Necromancer, of course. Obviously, we would have the option to get the Wizard 60 and raid on that, or we could even finish this guy. Why is this guy hauling ass? What are you doing? Why are you running? Where's he going? What the fuck? Time to die. Or is he still cool with me? Still dubious. Are we losing faction? I never even looked. Yeah, we are. But we haven't lost enough. I'm sure we will by the time we leave here. So I mean, anyways, look at these. We're killing them, and they don't even hurt us, right? So he just procced on us, and he doubled us plus a proc, so he got us down to like 90 low 90s, and now we're just gonna regen probably back up to 100 when you one-on-one these. But if you fight two, they're getting you down to like 30%. It's just weird to me. It's got to be something to do with getting stunned or something. There he goes. There you go. He popped off a little bit there. Got us down to 82. But I mean, we fought back-to-back ones without even, like, you know, hardly taking damage. There we go. We got another piece of meat. Oh, they don't stack. You don't say. All right. Well, let's just start getting rid of stuff. Whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. So we're halfway done with the yak mans. So the dude should be down in this cave right here, just north of Velk's. Blood something. I don't remember his name. I gotta find out when we get disciplines as well. I think we got one at 35, but it's like something I don't care about, like resists or something like along those lines. But I gotta look into when we start getting our like offensive disciplines and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. There. Let's get the old regen on here. We actually are taking a bit of damage. Both of those spawned already? Oh. We might be getting 2 in a row, or 2 at a time right here. Or we'll just get another piece of meat and be done. Dude. The staff is so good, it's crazy. I'm surprised they didn't do something with the staff along the lines of, you know, well, I mean, it's only good at low levels. Well, it's not only good at low levels, but that's where it's primarily good, is at the lower levels. That's where it's OP. It's always good, but it's OP at lower levels. Still dubious, though. You think this is a 2-pull, or you think I can, like, hit him and get away? You gonna swing at him, or? Okay, so you can kind of just pull him away. Face pulling. I mean, shoot, if this meat drops soon, we cannot destroy our rep and walk out of this biatch. But if we have to kill a few more or so, then we, you know, we're on the line of being not in good terms with the Tismac. We're gonna get chased out of here. Not really a big deal. Pretty excited to be able to just wham bam, thank you ma'am, this quest, bang it out super quick, and at a pretty good level. I mean, we're mid-30s, so it's like ultra useful right now, the eye patch, that is. It's always going to be useful for when you're, you know, when you don't have like somebody to haste you. And I also heard that when you cast the haste on, if you're near a zone line, and maybe you could just camp out, maybe. But when you cast the haste, it's like a 10-minute buff, but if you zone, it's like an hour buff. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, they might have fixed that in one of these patches that happened just recently. Or maybe they didn't. I don't know. We'll find out, though. Ah, see that one? I'm behind. This one's up already, which means this one's gonna pop before that one does. But maybe not, because we fought one between the two, right? We fought because the guy ran from the front. Yeah. So we split these up pretty good, so we probably have time. Fighting this Tismac. Tismac Biumbo. These Tismac are ripped, man. Check out his abs. I'd be killing these in Diablo 2 as well. Diablo as well. Diablo 2 as well. Already a solid 20% into our level. Nice. Not a terrible grind. Although, what level are we? Yeah, probably go back to Furiona Vi when it's time to just level. Especially with another level or two, since I went there last on this character, and then having a self-haste item. We're gonna go there and lay the smackdown on those Rudy Poos. That's something to question. Do I wear the T-staff now that I have the self-haste item? I think I'm thinking about it too much. Probably just leave this shit on until 50, to be honest, but... This guy's probably... Yeah, there he is. I was reading, something popped up on the P99 subreddit, and people are all upset. One of the GMs is stepping down, I guess. He's mad that they're not punishing hackers, or I don't know. This is what I took from the post. I don't know what's true, what's not true. Let me preface this by I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not true. I don't follow P99 super ultra closely, as I'm not playing there currently and haven't for a year and a half now. I still pay attention to it, just like I pay attention to a little bit to THJ, a little bit to TLPs, a little bit to live, just EverQuest in general. I like to fuck. Just EverQuest in general, I kind of pay attention to everything a little bit. Mostly on the server that I main, right. Okay, so with that being said, I still am subscribed to the all of the subreddits, and so I saw something popped up. I think it's a day or two old. As of this recording, it's like a day old, but I just saw it this morning. And basically one of the, like what I got from it is one of the GMs is stepping down. Allegedly, they're stepping down because there is like an individual or a couple of individuals who blatantly and clearly cheat. I guess primarily in the plane of hate. And, you know, something with the logs in the game. You're allowed to view the logs, but you can't alter the logs in any way, and supposedly they're altering the logs, which all of that means is like they're causing like a line of an entry into the log, I guess, which helps them identify when things spawn or not. And then furthermore, allegedly, they're like porting their group into there to, like, you know, kill open. This is the whole open world debacle, right? When there's only open world stuff to kill, such as on P99, there's no instanced areas like there is here or on TLPs, then you have to, then it's PvE, but it's kind of PvP, you know? You're battling other players for rights to the PvE. Because there's only one PvE, and there's a lot of, or there's only one PvE. Yeah, there's only one boss. Let me just stop that. There's only one boss, but there's a lot of guilds that want to kill said bosses, right? So they try to do a rotation. I saw in like North Temple of Ishan or something, they have like a rotation or something along those lines. I saw them like doing it one time. But anyway, so supposedly this GM is stepping down because he feels like pressure. Maybe he wants to do something about it, but the people above him don't want to do anything about it. And then so like I went, you know, oh, here we go. We got it. So I went through. I guess we're just getting rid of a bronze scythe. And these guys are still cool with me. Okay, we're walking out. Let's take a stroll down south. At least that's what some of the commenters say. There's a lot of comments. I went and read through all the comments for like an hour while I was like laying in bed. And there's people on both sides, you know, people saying this, people saying it's all he said, she said. You know, a lot of people are asking for evidence of this or that. There's a lot of people saying, you know, P99's corrupt, this, that, and the other thing. There's a lot of people talking about past things that have happened on P99. P99 has been around for a long time. There's been corrupt GMs. They've been dealt with. But people are questioning why people do get banned. People get banned from P99 all the time. You get banned for 2-boxing. You get banned for buying platinum on the internet or whatever. You get banned for a lot of things, and people do get banned all the time. But the question is, why is this individual or these individuals not dealt with? And they've been doing it for years. Why aren't they getting dealt with? That's the issue at hand. And supposedly this GM is stepping down because his hands are tied. He can't do anything further. The people above him aren't doing anything about it. Supposedly, allegedly. Something along those lines. All right, here we are. And so I went through and read all of that. A lot of people pointing fingers, a lot of people talking out their ass. A lot of people possibly telling the truth. It's, you know, it's hard to decipher what's what, but it was entertaining. So drama going on. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Drama's going on. Let's go in the next cave entrance up here. But you know, it's always fun to see people going at each other in the comments. You just sit there and eat your popcorn. But yeah, I don't know. You don't want to see that stuff going on. It's not good for the server. But there was a couple people in there that were like defending Quarm out of nowhere. Nobody talked bad on Quarm, so that was cool. Here he is. Oh, that's not him. That's his friend. Time to die, friend. We gotta get to the back of the cave. Oh, this guy is a savage. You wanna go? Yeah, you don't ever want to see like stuff like that going down. I mean, P99's been around forever. They'll probably survive it. But the general consensus was that the GMs just, they've been at this a long ass time. They're burned out, and that they just don't care anymore. That was like the general consensus. But then people's arguments are they do care. They are banning people still. Why not this guy? So there's a lot of people pointing fingers and going like, oh, well, they probably donated to the server, and so they look the other way. There's a lot of like tinfoil hat stuff, which I'm not saying it's not plausible. Sure, maybe. But the issue is nobody has evidence, right? The only people with evidence would be the GMs and stuff. And maybe it's true, and that's why this GM that's stepping down is stepping down, because maybe they know that it's true, and they're just like, just throwing their hands up. It's all a helpless, what am I trying to say? A thankless, it's all a thankless job. They're doing this all for free. The GMs, unless they are getting donations, right? But, the idea is it's non-profit because you'll get shut down by Sony. And so you're doing it out of your own good and everything. Any sort of donations would go to server maintenance and stuff like that. Here we are. All right, we have arrived. So let's see here. Sorry, there's like the trash day, so it might be loud. My bad. All right, here he is. He's scowling at me. So let's go ahead and sneak a sneak. He regards me indifferently at the very least. He might need to be like amiable or something. Let's see what happens. He might just eat him. If he eats him, fuck me. But okay. So then we say, like hail him. Let's stop sneaking though, yeah? Let's hail him, and then let's say, what is it? I think I have it over here. What is it? I want the map. Hell yeah. All right. So, we did it. So now we need to go back to Iceclad, all the way back to the little gnome pirate town. And we, oh fuck. Ah. Oh shit. Oh no. Let's get out of here. A ferocious cave Kodiak. So, okay. So I'm going to stand up from this. I'm going to run back a couple zones over, and we'll get this stuff turned in. Actually, real quick, just to put a button or a pin, put a pin in it, in the P99 thing. There's a couple people who were like, oh yeah, on P99, that's why there's instance raids, is to avoid this kind of stuff. And there was a couple people that were defending, I meant Quarm. There's instance raids on Project Quarm to avoid these kinds of things. It turned into like a whole thing. Like, it got away from like the subject at hand, which was the guy. It turned into like, oh well, poop socking, and oh well this, and oh well that, and it got away from the subject of the post, which was, why is this GM is stepping down, and they're saying it's in part due to this guy who they're just not banning. And everybody knows that guy, or at least everybody in the comments knows this guy, and they know he's a cheater, and they know he's been a cheater for years. And so he's like notorious on the server, and nobody's doing anything about it. Anyways, it got away from that, and it got, to a lot of other things, politics and stuff, and then how these are the types of things that happen when you have a world where all of the raid targets are open world. And so anyways, I'll just end it with, there's a couple people in there who were like, yeah, Project Quarm's great. It was pretty funny too. There was one comment where somebody was like, this is why we need to have instance raids, and we need to have some quality of life changes, like bards should have melody, and they listed off a bunch of stuff that Quarm has, to the point to where I thought to myself, Oh, this guy's kind of funny. He's like jokingly mentioning Quarm without using the words Project Quarm, but he's definitely talking about it. And then the reply to his comment, somebody was like, "You're literally mentioning Project Quarm." So I don't know if the guy was doing it on purpose, like as like being sarcastic or something like that, or if the guy actually wants those quality of lives and has no idea that they're available here. That's hard for me to believe, though. So I think it went over the guy who replied to his comment. I think it went over his head, but maybe I'm wrong, and I'm assuming too much. Anyways, I just wanted to, you know, squash that, finish that topic off. I don't know. You can go to the P99 subreddit if you want to read more on it. It was entertaining to me. Or don't. It's kind of a waste of an hour. Alright, I'm going to run into this place. Alright, we are coming up on the Gnome Town, and it is storming again. Awesome. So we're looking for Captain Nallet. So we need to get a bag from him. So what do we say to get the bag? We get the bag from him, right? Who do we get the bag from? We turn it into this guy, but don't we get the bag from him too? What if we just cut to member of your crew? Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, is it this dude on the rock over here? Or on the glacier? Where are we? Is it one of these dudes on this glacier over here that gives it to you? I don't remember. I should have looked this up. Where is the... Shoot, I should look this up. My bad. Alright. So it is some chick named Amy who's in the same little town here. Should be standing out in the middle somewhere. Right here. What do we say? Do. What chapter is missing? I don't. Just give me the box. Oh, you're right here. Where is chapter P? What's in the box? Okay, so what? So we hail her. No, we're supposed to go to a lost pirate. Shit. Okay, where's the lost pirate at? On the other tip over here. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Do your research, boys. All these cats. Look at this. They're closing in on me. Lizards don't do well in the snow, alright? Do. What the fuck is a snow griffin doing over here? Oh, it's Stormfeather? Dude, you know how you never see this guy. This is the guy where the map piece actually drops. He's probably up all the time on this server. But I was just reading some stuff about him where they're assuming on P99 On P99, he spawns like, they assume 150 to 200 times a year. Which is less than once a day, obviously. It's like about once, somewhere roughly about once every other day. And there's like lines for this dude. Alright, anyways, so we're gonna hail this dude. And then we're gonna say, what was it? What I need to say is I will find the parts. Okay, so we got our thing. That's what we were missing. So now we put all the parts in here, which should make the completed map. Okay, so now we turn it into this guy. And he's spawned a snow cougar. What if we just cheat? An FD. So now we have the completed map. So we'll turn that. Oh, gotcha, biatch. We want to turn this in. We're gonna cause a gigantic train. You're telling me that guy's higher than level 35? Maybe he's 35 on the dot. So now we turn this into Nallet. And we should be done. We should get our Eyepatch. And 50,000 XP. Which will not even move our Bara percent. What does it all mean? Such a large number. Okay, keep doing that. Oh my gosh. The Eyepatch of Plunder. We have now that's quickening. Pretty damn good. Let's put it on. So we are losing our 4 AC3 strength. Just kidding. We're getting mega stats as you saw. So now we can, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I'll just have to move things around. So now we have the quickening, which is 8 minutes. Let's camp. Let's camp and relog in and see if it's true that, or let's see if it still works. Not that it's not true. It is true. But let's see if it still works and if camping works as a zone, or if you have to like be near a zone line to zone. We'll just do a little test real quick. But now we have haste and a really good item. Like obviously that's way better than the mask I was wearing. We got 10 strength, 10 AC, 10 dex. Doesn't weigh anything. And obviously the haste part of it all. So yes, so now you see the buff timer is at 59 minutes. So if you use the buff and then you zone or camp and come back, it changes the buff to an hour. And now you are free to go about your day whooping some ass. So hooray, we did it. We're gonna end it there. Next time you see me, we'll probably be in Furiona Vi doing a session there, killing some Jolvargs, because they're weak as hell. So we'll probably go there, bust some potions, and use our newfound haste, and just lay the smack down over there, and get a lot done. I will see you in the next video.